Hello, I'm Kathy Shimatero, and I am the president and founder of Windsor Life Centre. The concept started probably 13 or 14 years ago. I noticed that there were a lot of women that really wanted help, needed help, and so I started thinking about opening up a rehab. And so as I began to share it with others, other people jumped on board, and then we just started the planning process. And so 3 years later, we opened our doors.
I have always tried throughout my life to look for help when I knew I needed it, and it's something I longed for is to get help, like real help, not just something like a Band-Aid effect. The 3 months does nothing. It took a year, and there's still things that I need to learn. There's still things I'm working on, and that's never going to end.
Our thought life and the things we believe about ourselves play a huge impact on what we do and the decisions that we make. And so many of the women are so beaten down and feel very hopeless. They don't feel they can do things. They may have gone through a lot of rejection and a lot of trauma. And because of that, they don't think much of themselves. And so that particular program really tries to rewire their thinking and that they can actually do things that maybe they thought they could never do before.
The fact that it's a one-year program, I think is very helpful, because even 8 months into the program, I still didn't really think I had a problem. It takes a while. It takes a while to work on yourself and get through all the issues that you had, and to actually understand what the tools that they're giving you.
See, that was the problem with a lot of programs that I did previously, that it wasn't long enough. It was, there's the door where the rubber meets the road. But going into phase 3, I was able to have responsibility as well as being accountable. It was really helpful to be able to go out, come back in, trial and error, work through the things.
A lot of people that I talk to, they're like, oh, you were locked up in there. No. I chose to stay. I chose to get help. It's all about your choice. It has to be your choice. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
I think our first year we probably had only 6 or 7 ladies through the doors, but we had really good success with all of them that stayed in the program. So that began to build a reputation, and so each year it added on. And people have researched us, and they found that we have one of the higher success rates in Canada for drug and alcohol rehabilitation.
There are not a lot of places like this where it's the fact that it's Christian-based and everyone is so generous to donate, and the cost is a big deal. Like, some of the other rehabs, when I say expensive, I mean like $50,000 for a year. Most people don't have that.
One of our financial advisors came to us and said, you need to get a mortgage for $300,000. And that night I really prayed hard, God, I need $300,000. The next day, while we were having the board meeting, a couple showed up and they came in and they said, how much money do you owe on the home? And we said $300,000, and they wrote out a check and gave us $300,000. And so we knew that God was behind what we were doing. And so we were able to open the doors of the house with no mortgage. So all we had to believe for on a regular basis was all the finances for all the staff and, the utilities and the food and all of the things that come with that.
I want to be able to thank the Windsor Life Centre somehow, like just anybody who does sponsor and help the Windsor Life Centre is making an amazing investment in the lives of so many women who never probably thought they'd ever get, they'd ever change or they'd ever have any kind of hope. There's so many people that don't even know me in the church and in the community, and they love us and people pray for us. I just really thank the people out there who have a heart of compassion and deem it worthy enough for a life to be changed, and for someone to find happiness in the things that they never had before. That's about it.